Well, here it is, Sunday. Another busy and exhausting weekend. As you can see, she's not on the sawhorses anymore. She's back down on the ground. I think I put her on the ground, put her on the sawhorse, put her on the ground, put her on the sawhorses five or seven times this weekend. Yeah, a little bit tired. It's been a long weekend actually, but I got some stuff done. So that's all that matters. That's what really counts. Moving forward, progress, it's all good. I'll take it. So with that said and done, let's talk about that rear end a little bit. We'll start there and work our way up. The shock is in position, even though it's not mounted yet. The lower dog bone is in position where I want to put it as well. Well, close. I got two uprights for each side of the swing arm. I ordered some bushings to put in there, and then I'll slide the axle or the swing arm pivot point through that. Lock it in on both sides so it's good and tight. This right here and this one, they'll be cut out. The exhaust is going to run in that area. I haven't gotten that far yet, but we're getting close. And you can see my bearing mounts for the jack shaft are mounted as well. I'll space those out as soon as I figure out what gears I'm going to use. Some people have said, don't use those, and then fine. If they fail, I'll figure something else out. Until then, I've seen them on buggies. I've seen them on a lot of off-road vehicles. They use the same bearings and carriers when they do the chain drive differentials. So yeah, they'll give you an idea of where it sits. Right now, the trike is actually sitting about 5.5, 5 3/4 of an inch off the ground. All right, well, let's talk about the other accomplishment for this weekend. Kind of started laying out the dash where I want some parts and pieces. Let's see if we can make this out. We got a couple turn signals in there. We have running lights, headlights, fog lights, starter switch, kill switch, override for the fan, and a couple empty slots. They're awful close to the steering wheel, but I can reach them with my fingers and they're really not going to be in the way. So it shouldn't be too bad. This little spot over here where the X is, I'm going to put my shifter up high there. And when I figure out what gauge cluster to use, that 4x8 space will come in handy, obviously. The other neat thing is, if we can see it, there's some pedals mounted. A clutch and a brake pedal. No accelerator yet, but I'll get there. The mounts for the shocks on top have been finalized. They've been straightened up, centered up, and they look good. I think they're going to perform well. At least I hope so. They better. Oh, yeah. And the other big achievement, which is really hard to tell right now, but I'll break the video up and then put it back together. You can see that I got a couple of body mounts on. You can see that the body is mounted up front, and so is the nose cone. Nose cone doesn't want to even. Man, she does not want to move, which is good. Got some wires hanging out below. Why? Because I have headlights mounted. Boy, that was not fun. So I'll figure out a different way to do that next time. But it's in, it's done. Fits good. I'll work on my seams between all the body pieces later. One bad thing that happened that I never got inside to start glassing the inside of the body, so all the moving around, I popped that side off. I'm gonna have to fix that. Not a big deal, but just kind of like, oh really? Again, something. So let's check this out. Part of the body mount right there, and part of the body mount right there that I made. And then I've got my headlight bracket, fully adjustable. The headlights have an adjustment built into them. They give you an up and down. But I put screws, welded a nut on the inside, so the screws, that'll hold those in and give me adjustment left to right. so I can center them up. See the pedals down in there? That's a nice thing. Yeah, they're a little crooked, but yeah, you just have to get over it. They're fine. Your feet fit still, so that's good. Long weekend, busy weekend, but I feel good. Got a lot accomplished. Sorry for the longer vid, but it's okay. I'm sure you won't mind. Enjoy what you have left of the weekend. I gotta get some food. I'm hungry. And a shower. See ya.